man, this is a reunion.
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh no.
Hey Mitch.
Yo, Bob.
One time when Buddy was working for you, doing the press stuff, I remember I was in the shop and he's all, watch this. He was taking his seat cover off and he chucked the staples on the floor. He's all, now Mitch will get a flat.
I believe it. And it would work.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bad thing is to call me to come fix it.
Yeah, I'd be all like, hey, I got a flat, you gotta fix that. So probably overall wasn't a great idea.
Maybe not, huh? So you let this guy hang out in your tent, huh?
Yeah, we're talking about oil filters.
Yeah, you probably can't say, but I can. I know what we're talking about.
Oil filters.
We've known you for years and years and years as the Bridgestone guy. How is the transition into team manager going for you?
Oh, Don, it's totally different. You know, my wife and I, we don't have children, and it seems like I've got about 50 of them now. But they're all great guys. They all put in a lot of time and effort, mechanics, riders, everybody. It's a big team, it's a big effort, and it's a privilege to be a part of it.
So, did you ever think you'd end up like in this role after your time at Bridgestone? I mean, running a whole race team now.
Yeah, you know, I used to kid around with guys like Jimmy Perry, Larry Brooks, even Fisher at Kawasaki, and you know, Roger, everybody about like, oh man, you know, like I just dreamed to have your job. Now I wonder if I really. But the truth is, I never thought the Bridgestone thing was ever going to end. We were on a great roll. We put a lot of work into it, and we were doing a really great job. But you know, like everything in life, it has an end, and you got to make transitions, you got to make changes, and adapt and improvise. And luckily, this came along. I spent a little time away from the industry, and I just missed it so much, and really glad to be back and be a part of it. This is where I belong at the races, and it's a lot of fun.
Now tell me about that amazing record you had. You went to every race for
Yeah, I had 18 years and never missed a single event.
Never missed a single event.
Yeah, for 18 years.
Yeah, I remember we were even like in I forgot what country it was, but you had a cast on your leg and you were still at the Motocross of Nations.
Yeah, I was at Motocross of Nations, and the last national was Steel City, and back when we were, you know, had a little less gray hair or whatever, we used to all ride on Friday before before the nationals.
Yeah.
And we just were out there carried away, and I was riding, and it was Steel City, and it was the off-camber turn right before the finish, and I caught my foot in a rut and just turned my foot right around and snapped the tib and fib, and there was no other options because I was the Bridgestone guy. There weren't like a crew of Bridgestone guys, and so I got it casted with a walking cast, and flew over there, did the donations, wore through the cast, cut it off because that was just so swollen and so painful, and then flew back home and actually had to do a Parts Unlimited showcase, and got another cast put on and suffered through that for a few days. But you know, I had a lot of great guys like Marty Hummel and everything help me through it, and you know, we survived. I mean, once again, adapt and improvise, and you know, I think we did win the nations that year too, and yeah, it was in Belgium. It was a tremendous race, and they watered the track so much, just trying to, you know, stack the odds against us. And I was over there, and you know, it was with a cast on, and I'm on the ground wrestling, trying to put moose in, and it was a lot of work, but it was also a lot of fun.
Cool. So 18 years of not missing a race. How did it feel when you missed your first race?
Well, like the first race that came up was, you know, the Anaheim Supercross, and I went to it. I just wasn't, you know, working in a capacity, and I was just looking for an opportunity, keeping my face out there, and I spent a little time working with Scott, and that was in sales, and it just really, I didn't go to the races a lot. I went, but in a different capacity, and I really missed it. So this opportunity came up, and it was just really, you know, it fits, and I hope I'm doing a great job, and we'll see at the end of the year.
Cool. All right. Here we are.
Hello, how are you?
Who's number 50?
50? That is...
No, looking at the number plate. Oh, you see, you guys are cheating now.
Nico.
Yeah, it's definitely Nico Easy.
Definitely
He's really
Nico. He's
cool.
my fave.
He's the nicest to us.
Nico
too.
who?
Nico.
Nico Izzy. Is that not how you pronounce
Hey,
his
you
last
told
name?
me in Anaheim 1 you're going to learn all 100 numbers.
Not 100. I said
All
our
the
team.
rock stars. Okay.
Our team.
Who is, who's number
56
31?
is Wanapole. 31
No, he's
is...
not on this team, but he's a rock star rider.
I said
We only know our team. We only know our team.
We like our team. They're so nice to us, and they're friendly, and they make us food. And
Speaking of food, we're gonna go to dinner.
Yeah?
are you gonna put this on the website and embarrass us again?
No, never.
Yeah.
Ready for your 12 minutes?
Ready for my 12 minutes. Go jump everything first lap. Be gnarly. Try to be.
Because you're gnarly like that, right?
No, I've tried that test track before. My first time on a test track, brand new. Jump the triple was fine. Go into the turn, crash. So not doing that today. Double and then next lap triple. So we'll be good to go.
All right, Chad. Round 3. Sun's out. Maybe no rain. Are you pretty stoked?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to predict rain when the sun's out like this. We had rain this morning, but right now it actually looks quite nice. So it's one of those hurry up and wait. You know, they predict, they almost like they put out the schedule about 3 hours too early. You know,
Yeah,
so we could just be on a normal schedule and hanging out in the pits. But I guess it's all part of the pit party. You know, get out here and hang out a little bit with the fans and enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, we just saw a fan come up and he had the same sweatshirt as you on. That's going to be so cool to see somebody come up that bought something like that. Just cause
Yeah, well, I mean, this one's not really custom for us or the team. It's actually just a Shift sweatshirt with some logos on it to make me politically correct, I guess. But we do have some team sweatshirts, and there's a lot of guys out here having them too, as well. So yeah, I mean, it seems like the whole Tutu Motorsports thing, everybody's digging it, and kind of I'm feeling the love. So I'm appreciative of it. It's awesome.
Okay, so the practice session today, I guess, like 12, 15 minutes or something, one session. I mean,
You
obviously
know more
at your
than me.
level,
I
at your
just-
level, it's different. But I mean, can you learn a track in that amount of time?
I wish that we only had one practice a weekend. So
Really?
throw us out there, give us 10, 15 minutes, and then drop the gates and go racing. So I think that 3 practices is a joke. It's way too much.
Yeah.
I think they should let the privateer guys all have 3 practices and just let the factory guys and top guys just do 2. We beat on the track too much, and that's always their excuse of not getting it right for us for the night show. So take our practice away, fix the track up, and have a good night program.
Cool. How would you say the year has gone so far for you? And when's that breakthrough win going to come?
I mean, I don't know if you'd call it a breakthrough win or just a win. It's just
breakthrough of the season.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I think the season's gone great as far as Anaheim and Phoenix. They were 2 very, very different weekends in the fact that they were almost polar opposites. In Anaheim, I struggled all day long. Never had a good feeling for the track. Never had a good feeling for the bike. Made some changes. Came out for the night program. Won the heat and got second in the main. And then we go to Phoenix. Felt great all day. Liked the track. Liked the bike. And then struggled through my heat, crashed, finished 8th, and then struggled through the main event and got 5th. So just it's racing. That's why we go do it. 17 weekends, and let the best man win, and you got to be on your game every weekend. Starts are so important to make things happen. And yeah, my starts were bad and my result was bad. So I think that'll be a consistent thing throughout the season. Everybody that's a part of the elite group that doesn't get a good start, they're going to struggle to come through. We've got a stacked class, and you have to be on your A game right from the get-go.
So we got to just get this race out of the way, and I'm really looking forward to Tuesday. I guess we're going to see the comeback of Beaker.
Tuesday's a big day. Beaker's a pretty big deal, but I think a bigger deal, man. I mean, get to go ride some outdoors with RC and Fro, and Hart's coming out there. So I've seen on Twitter that those guys are kind of writing smack back and forth. So we'll see if it all lives up to the hype. Get to wear, or at least you guys will get to wear the new V4 helmet and the new boots. So I know I like it a lot, and I've been lucky enough to be wearing it since middle of last year with the helmet, and then this year with the new boots. So I think the media will be pumped on the product.
Yeah, talk about the boot a little bit. I mean, you've been an Alpine Stars guy forever, and I mean, to see you switch to the boot, you have to say something about that Instinct boot.
Exactly. I mean, me switching to the Instinct boot is a big deal. I mean, not only a big deal as far as to the general public seeing me in a different boot, but just me, like I was heavily sold on A-Stars. It was one of my first ever sponsors, and I was a lifer there. And then this boot, it's next level, man. It's comfortable from a pro level, and I think that the average person's gonna love it. The fact that it doesn't take a week or a 2-week break-in period, and you can just get out there and ride your dirt bike and enjoy it. It's a light boot. I've been wearing it for about a month now, and durability is not an issue either. So I think everyone's gonna be stoked on it.
At your level, does something like changing a boot, can it affect your performance?
Yeah, I think for me, one of the advantages of switching to the Fox boot, I have much more feel with the peg, and where my feet are on the pegs, and then how I shift and brake. So that's probably the biggest thing that I'm kind of most stoked on, is the fact that I have so much more kind of control and understanding of where my feet are and what they're doing. And that's not always the case when you get a dirt bike boot that's quite stiff. And I ride, basically live in boots, so they're kind of like normal footwear for me. But for the average guy that doesn't ride all but once or twice a week, I think they're really going to appreciate these boots.
What do you think, dude? Hot off the momentum of last week's win, spanked him last week. Gonna carry it on?
I hope so. It was a bit rainy this morning, so we got one practice and that's it.
12 minutes, right?
Yeah, 12 minutes on the track and that's it. So it's going to be a bit scary. Everybody's just going to be going for it, and it'll be cool though. Just got to try and repeat last week. It'll be sweet.
Is 12 minutes long enough to learn a track and get it figured out?
I don't know. I know I'm going to be going for it from like the first lap. I'm going to be jumping everything. At least try, but no, it'll be fine. I've never had that before because I've been East Coast and it's always in the stadiums, but
yeah.
I guess this comes with the West Coast, I guess.
Do you like mud racing?
I don't know, I've never ridden mud in a supercross before. I'm a bit scared, to be honest. Hitting triples in the mud doesn't sound very fun. We'll see.
Did you stay in LA last night?
It can either go good or bad.
Yeah. So you're within driving distance, but did you stay in LA last night?
I stayed in LA, yeah. My mom and dad brought the motorhome out, so I just stayed in that and it was good.
Stay in the motorhome?
Yeah, stayed
You didn't stay in some big fancy hotel?
No, stayed in the motorhome right here at the track. So it's nice because then you wake up. No.
Motorhome at the track?
I know.
We're in the hood.
We're in LA. We're not messing around over here, but it's part of the West Coast. You have to be tough.
Sensei,
hey,
what's happening, Mr. Dow?
Cinco-san, staying alive
How are
here
you?
in LA. Good. Ready to make it rain in the beautiful city of Angels here.
Yeah.
So, yes, sir.
How's things going with the new facility? You're twice as big now, right?
Yeah, about 3 times the size.
Three times the size?
Yeah. So we got the jiu-jitsu side, the sports performance, the fitness boot camp, hot yoga, physical therapy, whatnot. But no, just putting all guys in work, ready to make it happen this weekend.
Cool. So how about your guy Cole? He came out swinging at Anaheim 1.
Yeah, King Cole making a big statement out in LA, actually last year, and came out this season, A1, got a point across, so hopefully we'll bring that same momentum, have the same type of luck, and he's been working hard, so hopefully tip the scales in our favor. So really excited, looking forward to seeing him step it up again. So
Doc B,
What's up, Swap?
how has the 2012 season treated you so far?
So far so good. Actually, since Anaheim on, we've had a great ride. Everybody's working hard. Things are going smooth as can be. It's amazing how things are going good as far as concussion testing stuff. They're doing it. We're getting guys baselined. Lots of fun. Should look at you, right? So yeah, it's been really good. Better than any year coming up since. So.
Hey, so tell me more about the concussion thing, because I caught up with Jimmy and he was telling me how it was really cool to see where he stood compared to baseline.
Yeah, actually, we were just talking to him a minute ago, and he's a guy that, in the old days, with what we had, the data we had available and the time frame, he probably would have been out for another 1 or 2 weeks. So the fact that we have the impact, along with he's got his own clinical findings, he's fine. But before, we wouldn't have that extra piece of information. His impact was great. He's going to be out riding today.
Okay, so Why don't you explain to us how does it work? I mean, they take a baseline test.
Right. Yeah. It's like a computer game. You know, you got everybody's into this nowadays, playing all these little things on your computer. Well, it's basically a game, and you have recall and you know how fast you can respond and memory, all these things. And so you take this test and get a baseline of how good you do all these parameters, and you get a graphical score. When you've had a concussion, obviously you're kind of like, whoa, I can't quite see as click as fast. I can't think as fast. This will give you the same type of score, and you'll see the areas where you're lower in and why. So once you get a concussion, you take the test. You want to see improvement and improve clinically, that you're not dizzy, you're not passing out. You know, you can ride or work out really hard without getting a headache. Once all that's improved and your score's improved, then you're good to go.
So is Jimmy the first guy to go through the testing?
Well, we've had a couple already. He's like the second one, but yeah, we've had a few. So I mean, the good thing is we can see him quickly, and we can do a test. We had 2 guys in the rig last week that were in that did that was called the SCAT 2, which is one on the track we can do along with their physical findings, and we had 2 riders that went back out riding the same day.
Okay, so I have a question. Have you had another nutsack injury since then?
No, I can honestly say yours has been the only major nutsack injury. No, you know, back years ago he had somebody when I first started, so we're talking about almost 20 years ago, somebody kind of had a riding injury. Yours wasn't a riding injury, so yours was the first non-motocross injury that I can remember, and the most impressive, of course.
Man, that was an autograph line there. Woo!
Still pack them in.
That's gotta feel good.
Yeah, it's funny because I just show up, you know, and I mean, I plan on signing, but I show up and then it's like 2 hours of just non-stop.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. It's fun, and still get to see some fans, and it seems they're just as stoked, so it's cool.
Cool. All right, 2 races under your belt as a team owner. How does it feel so far?
Well, I think I mean, it feels great. It was super stressful at Anaheim 1, of course. I mean, it was craziness. But I think being an owner and kind of finding my spot around here, and where everyone's kind of finding their line, and it's awesome. I mean, it's awesome. I think it's only going to get better. I mean, I'm a beginner at this, and always room for improvement. Obviously, Larry, it's great to have him as my partner. He's an expert at this, and on another note, I mean, we're just super proud of Andrew. He's riding really good, and you know, he's still not 100% yet. So I mean, right now we can't ask for more. We just got to keep plugging away.
What is the rest of the year like for you between coming to the Supercrosses and what are you racing this year?
I'm racing off-road, the Lucas Oil Off-Road Series. Obviously, we have the team. I still test for Honda. And that's really about it. And then I can try and fit in a couple motocross races on my own, some vet races. But the year for me, as the Supercross or motocross team goes, I'm going to hit some more Supercrosses, probably hit a few outdoors. But once it heads east, then I'll focus on my driving.
When does the Lucas stuff start up?
It starts in March, like right around Daytona, maybe just after Daytona time.
And what class are you in now?
No, I race Pro 2. I'll race the same team, Stronghold team, Monster Energy, and just psyched about that. We got our truck really working good at the end of last year's season. Won the second to the last round, got second in the last round, so things are looking up. I'm expecting a good year.
Yeah, cool. What motocross races do you think you'll hit this year?
I don't know. I want to do Mammoth, of course. I just turned 40, so maybe.
No way, you're 40.
Yeah, I'm 40 now.
Dude, it goes fast, huh?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Maybe I might have to try the 40 class with Glen Helen. I don't know, we'll see. I hit all the fun ones. You know how I do it. I just try and keep it fun.